Good morning, traders. Welcome to AI Traders Live market analysis using artificial intelligence to find high probability trades. In today's episode of AI Traders Live, we'll be focusing on the Nasdaq 100 stocks. We're going to look at two AI strategies, trading the major market reversals, as well as volatility breakouts using artificial intelligence. Here's a brief disclaimer. My contact details, I'm Richard Miller, and I'll be presenting today's AI Traders Live. We're going to look at the Nasdaq 100 stocks. We're going to use two artificial intelligence trading strategies, major market reversals and volatility breakouts. These are part of a library of four major AI strategies that we have on the Metastock platform. Now, the tip of the iceberg explanation of how this artificial intelligence engine really works is in the training process, the AI explores 10 to the power of 200 possible different combinations of stock market indicators and market relationships. Now, this is a job impossible for a human to do. It'll take many years to do those type of calculations. We use primarily genetic algorithms that identify key indicators of price movement through a combination of hundreds of market factors measuring over decades of historical data. So we use this genetic algorithms. Now, the way it works is, let's say you are trading using MACD or stochastics, etc. So what the AI does is it goes into the library, taking all available indicators with all available settings, okay? And it would keep on testing and retesting these to find setups that's got a high probability of success. So it would take, let's say, a MACD at setting, let's say 12, 9, 12 settings MACD, and stochastics, for example, and then it would go and test those specific settings against all others. Okay. Now, for example, let's say you've got a MACD strategy and stochastics, and SMI is one particular strategy that I have. That would make up 3 nodes at 3 settings. Okay. Now the AI goes into the database and look at all the other indicators with all other settings and tests, retests, eliminates low probability trades, highlights high probability trades, develop new trading rules using a multitude of settings. So it data mines all available indicators and settings to find the high probability trades. So the end result is you end up with a few high probability trading strategies developed by AI that you normally would not have found with the AI's discovered relationships that normally would have been difficult to discover. Okay, so in the training phase, the AI generates rules that match a setup to specific relationships where the combination has been predictive in the past to generate positive returns on a high probability basis. And once again, the AI engine explores 10 to the power of 200 different possible combinations of these indicators. So it's absolutely a fantastic way to develop a trading system and using artificial intelligence for that purpose. In essence, the algorithm is searching for complex patterns and very large amounts of data. That's basically what this AI is doing. Okay, and Fulgent Technologies that sits behind the Metastock or sits on the Metastock platform will give you access to 4 genetic developed algorithms to trade. And that brings us back to the main picture here, and that brings us back to these two major market reversals and classic swing trades. Now, the major market reversal trading strategy, we've got the code 100. That's the identification number that we'll be using in the screen. Major market reversals. This AI strategy was trained to identify those unique times when a stock is oversold and other forces, including cross-market indicators, provide evidence of a strong move. Okay, so in addition to the price action at that particular point in time, the AI has discovered other relationships that will indicate there's a strong move coming, or this stock is setting up for a strong move. The AI also looks at stop losses. So wide intelligent stops, volatility adjusted, are used to capture as much profit as possible. Okay. The next one is the volatility breakout scan. The AI code is 105. This AI strategy was trained to find volatility breakouts, potential moves indicated by unusually high volatility in the direction of the breakout. These kind of trades typically run from several bars before hitting resistance, and this strategy employs a moderate trailing profit to encourage traders to reach their apex before signaling an exit. Okay, so let's go. It's time to scan the Nasdaq 100 stocks using II for these two particular trading strategies. We'll open the Metastock platform now. So I've got the Metastock platform open. You normally click on the Power Console to open these windows. You select the Fulgent AI Exploration, and then you select your Nasdaq 100 stocks. Now, I've done this before earlier, and there's two things we've got on the screen here. One, yesterday I trained the artificial intelligence to look for specific major market reversals and volatility breakouts in the Nasdaq 100 stocks. So I've retrained the AI to optimize all trades within the Nasdaq 100, looking for major market reversals and volatility breakouts. I'm looking for instruments at 65% or trades that are 65% plus probability of 65% plus in accuracy. Okay, so we're not looking for low probability trades, we're looking for high probability trades. Okay. So that's the AI engine. It took about 3 minutes to run the scan through all Nasdaq 100 constituents, and I've got here are the stocks. Now the column headings here, first one says in a long, in a short. That means this is where the AI is in a long, and if there's a 1 in the short column, this is where the AI would be in a short. Okay, we focus primarily on long positions. Okay, so if we move along the column here, we can see bars that tells you how old the trade is. Okay, so there's a few fresh trades and there's a few trades that's been in for a while. Okay, we already have the handle at the very end, 105. Volatility breakouts, mainly that it's found. So there's quite a lot of great stocks to trade using these artificial intelligence volatility breakouts. So we'll start with the first one where it's fresh, a one in the long column tells you that these are fresh signals. So Activision Blizzard is the first one. And we can see here how many times we find quite a lot of nice volatility breakouts in the past. Nice move there, huge move up, another one up, and then another one there, back in March again. And then we have a fresh new signal here. So that's the volatility breakout. And then your profit target would be the upper end resistance channel in that one. NXP Semiconductors, we'll see how this one pans out. You can see there's been multiple months of fantastic trades on this one. Here was a major market reversal back here in March. There was 2 ones there, but because of the volatility sell-off in March because of COVID, that was quite a large volatility event. But the third trade worked out very well, and the stop loss was added in automatically. So you can see as the stock moves higher, the AI adds the stop loss and uses a trailing stop loss. And the first time the AI actually generated sell signal, purely based on that it hit the trailing stop loss in a more volatile manner, was back here in March. So that was a phenomenal performance in NXP. Now we've had another volatility breakout there back in May. Also there was a profit target there, and now we have a current volatility breakout. It will be interesting to see if that one will work out. But we've had 3 fantastic trades over the past year in NXP Semiconductor using artificial intelligence. The next one up is Seagate. Also a fresh trade. Now what I not discussed yet, just looking at in the training process, we've now realized that this particular 105 volatility breakout occurred 3,000 times in the testing period. So there was a lot of times where this volatility trade worked, and 66% accuracy. So we are above the 65% threshold. 2.9% is the average profit per trade. So that's quite a healthy return on average over the testing period out of 3,000 trades. So here we can see, look at this volatility breakout, huge move. That one failed there. Another second one worked well. That one failed, but that one worked well, and the second one worked well. So there's about 2 out of 3 here that's working very, very well. Look back here, major market reversal back here in March, fantastic one to trade. Look how it caught that rally, and then a few volatility breakouts earlier. Volatility breakouts and major market reversals are ideally, are great to trade if you're using options or contract for differences, or even spread betting if you're based in the UK. So you can see huge moves caught by volatility breakouts and this major market reversal. Okay, so that's the next one. And the next fresh trade, that's got a 1 day into trade is Applied Materials. We can see fantastic. Look here, back in March, That reversal stopped out, that stopped out. The third one worked back in March. Considering the amount of volatility we had in March, the VIX was what, at 86.94 at that point in time. So major market reversal came through in applied materials. Got in here roughly at what, $37, $40, and it traded all the way up until it hit the trailing stop loss of the AI. You can have your own stop loss if you like, if you want a tighter one or a wider one. But so far so good for applied materials. Absolutely fantastic trade using the volatility breakout and major market reversal. So you can see the major market reversal doesn't occur that often. It's the volatility breakouts that occur more frequently. So absolutely fantastic, fantastic way to trade just using those two. NetEase is the next one. It's also 1 day into a trade. You can see huge moves, huge moves, huge moves, huge moves. So absolutely fantastic. Another volatility breakout back here in March, huge move. And you can have a wider trailing stop to accommodate the volatility. But you can see volatility breakouts. This one here back in June, July did not work, but hit the trailing stop loss. But you can see fantastic trades. We know that these are 66% plus accurate in terms of probability of a positive return. So this is the list. That's how you scan for the Nasdaq 100 stocks. We first train the AI for the Nasdaq 100 shares, and then it's going to identify these. Let's look at some of the ones that's in a trade for a very long time. VeriSign has been in a trade for a long time. You can see a volatility breakout back in March in around 190, 185, and still in a trade, and it's at 232. Coparts, 91 days into a trade. You can see a volatility breakout March. Fantastic trade there. And if we look at the other months, huge move. Yeah, oh, look at this one. Fantastic. Yeah, back here in April, March. Low caught some three major market reversals. And look how, since the sell-off was quite volatile, look how the AI added. The AI learned from that experience that it has to adjust the stop loss as the volatility increases. So you can see how the AI suddenly says, oh, I'm going to use a wider stop in this case. And then as the volatility narrows, the AI then readjusts that stop loss to cater for a lower volatility period. But fantastic March trade in here around about what was the open, 107, and it's now at 138. This is also a fantastic return on the most recent trades. Now in the rejects list, let's just see if there's any other familiar names in here. Tesla, there's Tesla. You can see, yeah, huge move. Yeah, Tesla, it caught this entire major market reversal in March. Back in at what was the entry point there? The opening price there was $74. All the way up to the first time you had to get out was at 282. And then another trade came in at this level at 289. And that one was hit the trailing stop loss there. And that was, you got out there at 407. Another volatility breakout, you got in here at 363. And then that hit the trailing stop loss there. Another volatility breakout came soon after that, the 26th of October, and that one lasted all the way up to the top. Eventually had to get out of everything as it hit the trailing stop loss at 795, as well as that other trade was out at 830 and you were in at 400 and something. So absolutely fantastic trade. And the latest signal on Tesla is a volatility breakout, and you can see the stop loss has now moved up to 630. And the entry point was here at the open of 579. So that's a fantastic trade on Tesla, for example. Amazon. Let's look at Amazon. Here we go. Volatility breakout, volatility breakout, volatility breakout. Lots of fantastic trades. Huge move. And now it's moving sideways. So you can see when a stock moves sideways, you do get these volatility breakouts. And whoops, it caught the most recent one in. You were in at what, $3,200. And it's still in a trade. And the new stop loss is right up here at what is under 3550. So also a fantastic trade in Amazon. Okay. And then the other ones under the reject list. Yeah, it just...
I don't know that one.
Amazon, you can stop. Getting overwhelmed by Alexa and Amazons in this office. Okay, so here are the trades that might have been recently closed out. So the rejects list tells you that these trades are all closed out. That one hit your trading stop there, but you Adobe would have missed that whole move there because the trading stop was hit. AMD. You can see here you caught most of this major market reversal. In April, you caught that entire move all the way from the open there at $44 all the way up to a 78, and then you had quite a lot of other high frequency volatility trades in and around this move. And then Apple as well, another one big winner there. You can see you also caught this entire major market reversal back here in April, made up for the losses from the 3 downturns in the COVID correction. And then you had another couple of sell signals in and around the top here. And fantastic volatility breakouts. And the last one also got your volatility breakouts. And the stop loss was there at 121, and he caught the last big move in Apple as well. So absolutely fantastic to use this AI on the Nasdaq 100 stocks. This goes to show you don't need so many stocks to trade. You can just use the AI to focus on a few favorite stocks and trade them using this volatility breakout there. Unfortunately, that one did hit the stop loss, and I'm unsure why the AI didn't bring in a new signal for that particular move. But for Zoom, major market reversal, 2 trades back here in March and April. You got in at 100 and you got out at the trailing stop there at 470. So that was a fantastic move as well on Zoom. So these are the winners, current winners in the major market reversals and volatility trades. We can see I've sorted them from most recent to older, and that's the way you just screen and scan the Nasdaq 100 looking for these high volatility trades, major market reversals, and these will help you identify those really, really big moves. If anybody's interested in getting your hands on your own artificial intelligence trading engine, go to the metastock.com/alphaharvest 3-for-1. We've got a fantastic 3-for-1 deal on at the moment. Or go to metastock.com/alphaharvestf if you already have the Metastock platform. Be sure to quote the AlphaHarvestF in the promo code to get your discount. This is what the landing page looks like, and you can see we've got a 3-for-1 deal on the AI and the platform, so give it a try. You can get a real-time or end-of-day. Either way, you can trade on an intraday basis. You can retrain the AI to look for trades within a 4-hour or hourly trading window as well. So the website address metastock.com/alphaharvest 3-for-1. Until next time, happy AI trading. Bye for now.